Hey YouTube, Coppersan here. Today we are leveling a Master Thief who is in dire need of some buffs, a Phantom to level 200 in the Reboot server. Phantom was the first class in the Training to Level 200 video series. This is where it all started, but I always wanted to redo that video because the series has evolved over time and I wanted to include a ton more information, so that's why we're here today. MapleStory's Richest class starts off in his own ship, the Lumiere, where apparently a Phantom grows his own mushrooms. I think I have a hunch where his fortune is really coming from. So this class has plenty of mobility and it's pretty nice to play early on. He has a teleport-like skill with Shroud Walk, which can be used 3 times in a row in multiple directions. And in their first job they learn Phantom Swiftness, which is their flash jump. And like most thieves, it can be used twice in a row, so they actually have a triple jump. After reaching level 12, we gain a level up potion from a quest that is supposed to get us up to level 70, but our butler is even more incompetent than the person responsible for the broken patch we had last week, and we only level up to level 20. Jeez, talk about a letdown. Phantom's gimmick is that he is a true kleptomaniac, and he can steal skills from all explorer classes, except for the ones that would actually make him powerful, because god forbid this class to deal even the slightest amount of damage. Phantoms can steal skills that will increase the amount of lines that he does, so you can't steal the hyper skill from Cannoneers or Shadow Partner like skills. Stolen skills are weaker than their original counterparts and buffs last shorter. Also, elemental advantages are not applied on stolen skills, as I found out the hard way. While the customization options are endless and are only limited by the amount of classes you can find, there is a preferred loadout for Phantoms, which is as following. First job, steal the Pathfinder first job attacking skill for training. This really makes training super easy. For bossing, steal any Explorer Thief's dark side so you can dodge the breeze in boss fights. And as an alternative, you can steal haste for an additional speed boost. In second job, steal a fighter's rage for additional damage, a cleric's heal to heal during boss fights. You know, those potion locks are super annoying, just heal yourself. You can also steal bless or monkey magic for supportive skills, or Spearman's hyper body for additional HP, because our Master Thief is made out of paper mache and dies in just a couple of hits. To train faster to level 60, I also stole the second job Pathfinder skill. Phantom's own skills just aren't all that amazing to level up with, in my opinion. In third job, steal Cross Surge from Dark Knights for a nice boost in damage. Good luck finding a Dark Knight though. Bowmaster's Arrow Blaster can be useful for trading, but I always steal Bishop's Holy Symbol first so I can get more EXP and get this character to level 200 faster, because oh boy. Arrow Blaster could be useful as well once you can replace Holy Symbol once your 5th job Holy Symbol skill unlocks. In 4th job, you want to steal Dual Blader's Final Cut for a nice boost in damage during bossing. The Night Lord's Showdown or the Cannoneer's Kanonzuka skill for grinding. I was using the Kanonzuka skill to grind myself. You could also use Hurricane or Rapid Fire, which could be useful if you want to do damage to bosses but kinda stay out of range. For the hyper skills, you can steal the best class Paladin their hyper skill for a very long iframe, but this one has an insanely long cooldown though when used, like 11 plus minutes cooldown, what the hell. You can also steal Fire Poison Mage's Infernal Aura for some additional DPS, I was using this one, or you can use Bullseye Shot from Marksman when bossing. We train in Edelstein to reach level 30, then we travel to Hennessy's for some additional skills to steal and start the Gold Beach and Rihanna Strait team dungeons. Usually after completing both team dungeons, you'll be around level 55. If you aren't super strong, team dungeons are the fastest way to level up, just like all those years ago when Phantom was first released. In their second job, Phantoms unlock Carte Blanche and get a deck of cards on the screen. After every critical hit, there is a 60% chance to summon a card that deals damage. This card is then added to your deck, the one that's on your screen, and when your deck is full, the beginner skill Judgment Draw can be used, dealing damage and providing one of 4 buffs, increasing critical rate, increasing drop chance, increasing status resistance, or healing Phantom with every attack. You can set this skill to autocast with the beginner skill as well. I just always leave this on auto, it will make your life a lot easier, don't have to think about it. Around level 55, go to the Period Excavation site and train at Scaladogs to reach level 60. And after that we can finally go to those beautiful Coppersan rigs. Make sure to steal Holy Symbol from a nearby priest so you can level up a lot faster. In the third job, Phantom gets a bunch of useful skills. They can increase their HP with their Bad Luck Ward, increasing their critical rate and critical damage thanks to their passive skill Piercing Vision, and get missed even more by monsters thanks to their Mist Mask passive skill. Their attack, a Rapier Wit, can be used in combination with the second job skill Milacartus. First use Milacartus and then Rapier Wit to remove that awfully long end delay on Milacartus and move forward. And they receive the Final Fate skill, which is a buff that when used instantly revives Phantom when he dies, and Phantom becomes invincible for a couple of seconds. Pretty nice for boss fights, but don't forget to actually use the buff before you enter the boss fight. Training wise, up until now I took the usual route, but went to Seiti in Magatia around level 95 for a change of scenery. I was still mostly using Pathfinder skills to train, as my third job stolen skill slot was taken up by Holy Symbol. After completing my job advancement, I went to Rash to wait out my rune cooldown timer and wait for a new rune to spawn. Seriously though, whenever you need a rune, you just can't seem to find any. Like literally 2 levels later we found one, and then we did our usual thing to go to Zakuma and get a ton of levels. So far we're still grinding pretty decent with our stolen cannoneer skill, but skills like Chain Lightning would probably be pretty good as well. I just really like the jump attack, which is something that you can do with this one, and as you can see by the giant bell spawning every now and then, this Phantom was mostly leveled up during the Neo event. In 4th job, Phantom gets his Hurricane skill, a Mila Aguiles, which is exactly how you pronounce that. His Carte Blanche skill gets an upgrade with Carte Noir, and he can debuff enemies with his Penumbra skill. Phantom also continues his kleptomaniac behavior, as he can now also steal buffs from monsters. Pretty useful to, for example, steal damage reflection from those pesky bosses. Reflecting damage? I don't think so, yoink! Depending on each type of buff stolen, Phantom gets his own buff in return. Phantom doesn't exactly have high basic nor enemy defense, a stat that's super important for bossing, but his 4th job skill, Pierre the Area, does increase this by another 30%, together with the damage buff. Phantom's other literal Hurricane skill is called Tempest. It always crits and can be pretty nice to grind with in some maps when it's off cooldown. It is without a doubt that Phantoms can be pretty tough to train without a ton of Legion and Link skills due to their low damage, especially in reboots, so I used some level up potions to help speed up the progress. We got 24 levels from 3 potions, which I was pretty happy with. Phantom's hyper skill, Carte Rose Finale, is a wide range attack that deals damage and leaves an area on the ground that continues to deal damage over time. And his other hyper skill is that he can steal the hyper skills from other classes. I am usually grinding with Inferno Aura skill from Fire Poison Mages for some additional DPS. Since we are getting ready to train in Future Period, I was like, ha! I'm gonna steal Fire Poison Mage their Paralyze skill because that's a fire elemental attack and those stomps are weak to fire. But apparently stolen skills do not have an elemental attribute. It just gets removed completely. I mean, else we could have nicely increased our damage, but I guess we're Phantoms, so we just don't get damage. So we just have to use Kenazuka until basically forever. I do believe Phantoms switch out their Kenazuka to skills like Frozen Orb from the Ice Lightning Mage, but we'll have to stick to this 4-line skill for the foreseeable future. A 5th job is unlocked and Phantom finally gets a ton of burst. With their Phantom Mark skill, they can collect Thief Marks whenever they use Tempest or their own unique skills. After collecting 7 marks, Phantom can dash behind a marked enemy, dealing a ton of damage, and he becomes invincible for 2 seconds. There's no lack of iframes for this class though. With their Ace in the Hole skill, they throw a ricocheting card that bounces 20 times before unleashing a final attack, and this attack targets enemies with the highest HP. Drug of the Draw is their insane burst skill that deals a ton of lines of damage, and after the attack is done, Phantom draws a card that buffs himself and all party members. While the skill is active, you move pretty slow, but you do take 15% less damage. The amount of lines on this skill is really crazy. Their 4th and final 5th job skill is Rift Break. I personally always have trouble using this and understanding this skill. Every time I log onto my Phantom I have to relearn the whole class. It feels like, how does this skill even work, man? But press it once, then use the down key to teleport to nearby enemies, dealing massive damage. The skill can be used up to 7 times, you can really zoom around the map, and the cooldown is reduced for the amount of teleports remaining. Honestly, Phantom needs a buff, and thankfully he's getting one soonish. The booster, Bad Luck Ward and Pierre the Area skill will be changed from buffs to passive skills, and Phantom will get 3 new passive hyper skills that increase the damage of his stolen skills by 15%, increase the buff duration of stolen skills by 10%, and increase the amount of 4 job skills that can be stolen by 1. His Blackjack skill is also getting buffed, and I recommend checking out the linked Orange Mushroom video where he showcases that revamped skill. The link is in the video description. But even more honestly, I do feel like Phantom needs even more buffs, especially to his own skills, or just give him Shadow Partner and all his problems will be solved. And that was the Master Thief Phantom. What do you think of this class? Let me know in the comments. And as always, many thanks to our members for making this video possible. Thanks to Niels de Coninck, Raar maar waar, Sebastian Hanoy, FLX, Ryalias, Vareese, Dries Zumker, Wiley, Francisco Sousa, Historycanon, BackSpaceOTI, ceemak, Saffronyx, Lorenzo, BG Extremes, Anwar NHI, Brendon, Frank Bouquit, Ziggy Deer, Flidiot, Beamer WT, Knifesu, Chen125, Cloudfix, Gusus Rodriguez, Sir QQ Morse, Froggy11, Sir Tito655, Grayson Lee, Riser RU, Brandon Cam, Vira, Bruno H, Trevor, Yuki436, Afterlord_MS, Sinfrolido, Ratius, John Man, Lucky Beats, Justin Vale, Silvio Nato, Stevie Zhang, Yaruski TV, Soli Shinauda, Heyo Pan, Truzera, Joshua Alvarez, and Striker Elk. If you would like to mention here as well and get early access to new videos, make sure to check out that join button below this video. Thank you all so much for watching, thank you all for your support, stay safe, and happy mapling!